Hello, I'm Reema Chandra and welcome to Cooking Without Boundaries. Cooking without boundaries to me means breaking out of many boundaries, whether it's cuisine, culture, or simple ones like recipes, ingredients, and skills. Creating conversations, sharing and nurturing my passion, and hoping to inspire you is what Cooking Without Boundaries means to me. Hello and welcome to the 20th episode of Cooking Without Boundaries. Wow, I never thought that I would be here doing 20th episode with you. It's been such a rewarding, such an uplifting, such an encouraging journey from 1 to 20th here that I feel when I say that my cooking is not just about food. It's my connection with you, with my family, with my friends, with my neighbors, with my town, my world. I feel connected at a deeper level with you today. Thank you for this wonderful journey. With that said, let's get started with the Cooking Without Boundaries episode for today. So I was at a party talking to some of my friends, and some of them just happened to mention, what all can we do with vegetables if we take meat out of our plate? There isn't much left on the plate. And I was very surprised to hear that, because there is a lot you can do with vegetables. So that gave me an idea for today's episode. We are going to cook with vegetables today. We'll of course bring chicken in there too, and that also goes in with vegetable. So the theme for today is vegetables. We're going to make chicken and mushroom stew. Then we'll make eggplant sandwich, and we'll finish it off with stir-fried zucchini wrap. So let's get started with Cooking Without Boundaries for today. Getting started with chicken and mushroom stew, we heat up the cooking pan, which is a deep pan here, and we add 3 teaspoons of olive oil to the pan here. Coat the pan and add, this is 4 cloves of chopped garlic. We did that. And 2 tablespoons of chopped ginger. Stir. And then 1 medium onion, chopped, not very fine, slightly chunky, because for stew that's the kind of chopping you want to do. And let's stir this for about 2 minutes at medium flame. Once it's ready, we will add tomatoes and we'll add chicken together. Now for chicken, I have boneless pieces. What I did was I made a mix of boneless breast meat, which is white meat, and boneless thigh meat, and so that juices get into these smaller chunky chicken pieces, and that's what I'm going to use today. So I have about 2 pounds, which will be good hearty meal for a family of 4. Looks good. With mushrooms, we will add mushrooms towards halfway when we see that the chicken is almost done. Chicken takes about 20 minutes to cook, so let's say at 15 minutes mark we add mushrooms. We don't want to add mushrooms well ahead of time because it releases a lot of water and the whole thing will get very watery. So let's add at this point. Looks very good actually. 1 more minute to go, so we can't add tomatoes yet. How about freshly crushed black pepper? I would do half a teaspoon of freshly crushed black pepper to add a little bit of punch to the stew. And now we add tomatoes. One medium-sized chopped tomato. Mix it well together. Let's add chicken at this point. You can make about 2 meals for each member of your family of 4 from this much of chicken, because there is mushroom that is going to go in and quantity is only going to increase. Add salt. I will do 2 teaspoons of salt here. I will do 1 teaspoon of honey. And whatever, I have about a teaspoon of jalapeno pepper chopped, so I used that. Let's cover it with a lid and let it simmer on about low flame for 5 minutes. Then we come back, stir it, let it simmer for another 5 minutes. Then we add other things. It's time to add mushrooms to our chicken stew here. Chicken, onion, tomatoes, they all release water. Chicken pieces were so small that they're already cooked. So we are going to increase the flame to medium now and add mushrooms here. This mushroom is a little too big, so we'll cut it in half. And now these two things will cook together. Chicken and mushroom stew looks very good. Mushroom, chicken, everything cooking together, infusing their flavor into each other. Looks delicious, and I'm sure it'll taste delicious. I recommend garnishing it with chopped green pepper or chopped red pepper before you serve it. You can serve it over a slice of bread, with pita bread, over rice or any kind of rice, or just by itself if you want it. So this is our chicken and mushroom stew. Eggplant sandwich requires just very few ingredients. Sliced eggplant, these are Italian eggplants, and I sliced them thick. Olive oil, a little bit of salt, cracked pepper, and Dijon mustard to spread on your bread. So let's get started with slices of eggplants, cooking them. 1 teaspoon of oil in the pan. This is a non-stick pan. Make sure you are using non-stick pan, because what happens is eggplant soaks a lot of oil and you don't want a very oily sandwich. So I place them, I let them sit for, and this is a low flame right now. I let them sit for a minute, then flip it, let them sit for another minute, and then I cover the eggplant with a lid so that it cooks a little bit inside. These are thick slices, so it's probably going to take about 5 to 7 minutes for the slices to cook completely. So let's flip the slices here. And before we flip, let's do the salt. I will take a pinch of salt, and I will take a pinch of cracked pepper. Flip, looks good. Flip, flip, and the last one. Now another half a teaspoon of oil drizzle over the eggplant. Make sure they take it off. And now let it cook, and we will cover it with lid. Let's check our slices here. Looks good. Cooking well. And a little bit of this water helps in cooking for the steam, its own steam. Now if I press it, it's feeling softer. So we know that it's getting cooked. Another 2 to 3 minutes and eggplant slices should be ready to go on sandwich. So let's let it cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. Eggplant slices are ready to go on sandwich. We are going to wipe off this pan a little bit with a piece of paper towel, and I have Dijon mustard here. We spread the mustard over a slice of bread, a little bit because it's a little spicy mustard. Place these. Well, first we will do a slice of cheese. Then I have to place 2 slices here and 2 slices there. Then another slice. So we spread a little bit of mustard here. And another slice of cheese on top, just so that things bind. And place the slice of bread. Squeeze things together. Use your fingers. Make the flame to be low, a little bit on the higher side, but still on low. And take the spatula, press it with your fingers here, and let it cook for 30 seconds. We'll flip it another 30 seconds with some pressing action there, and it'll be ready. I think it's ready to be flipped, so let's flip the sandwich. There. Bread is nicely warm, not very crunchy. As you might have noticed that I did not add any more oil to the pan before putting sandwich down, and that was because we had already used oil for eggplant. Eggplant has soaked all the oil, so we have plenty there. We're just going to let it get toasted on the pan, and it's getting toasted very nicely. Another 30 seconds, we'll be done with our sandwich. Stir-fried zucchini wrap. Zucchini is a very simple vegetable, you can find it anywhere. And then stir-fried with sliced onion. And I have added some red pepper because I had it in my refrigerator. So I just added them. Let's get started with it. 2 teaspoons of olive oil in this hot pan. Add onion and the pepper combination that I have here. Now for stir fried, we want the flame to be medium to high. Right now it is at medium, and we'll raise it to high when we add zucchini, because we don't want zucchini to release water but still get cooked, almost like roasted. So onion and red pepper, let it just get cooked a little, and then we will add zucchini at that point. Now is zucchini time. We add it in. Mix it together well. Looks beautiful with all the colors. And this is going to soften and get a little bit mushy, and we have raised the flame to be high. We'll keep stirring it every minute or so because we don't want it to get burnt. Flame is high. So I'll be here. Let's add some more ingredients here. We'll add salt. That's what will make it release water. So I've added about a teaspoon of salt. And what I want to add is about 1.5 teaspoon of that mustard that we used for the sandwich. So Dijon mustard. And mix it in. That will add a little bit of heat to it. All this sizzling, steaming, making it cook. Now at this point I feel that I should lower the flame a little because I've added mustard. So let's lower the flame, not too much less, but just a little bit. I just switched off the stove. Stir-fried zucchini is ready. It took about 8 to 10 minutes to cook it to just the right texture where it's not mushy. It's crunchy at the same time cooked enough. Don't cover it because that will make zucchini release water, and onion will also release water, so you don't want that. Don't keep the flame very low because that will make it release water. So keep the flame a little bit high, stir it often, and about 8 to 10 minutes. Now we're going to warm up our tortilla and just keep it on top of this warm hot zucchini for maybe 10 seconds. It warms up. It's already warm, so bring it here. Take a good amount of zucchini here. There. Like this. Go like this. And this is our zucchini wrap. So we used so many different vegetables. We used mushroom with chicken, and we made chicken mushroom stew. We used slices of Italian eggplant, and we made sandwich out of that. And then we stir-fried zucchini with sliced onion and some peppers that I had, and we made wrap out of it. All three things delicious, healthy, quick, easy, and I know that you have all those ingredients in your kitchen as well. I'm grateful and excited to be celebrating my 20th episode of Cooking Without Boundaries with you. I had fun, and I grew up as a person who loves cooking, who loves sharing her passion with you. My journey has been amazing, and I thank you for giving me this opportunity. I hope you had fun in your journey of cooking without boundaries. Let's continue doing that in next episode. Until then, if you have any question or suggestion, please write to me at reema@sharontv.com or call me at 617-504-5136. Till we meet again, happy cooking without boundaries.